Israel's nationalist finance minister created an international firestorm after denying the existence of the Palestinian people and nationhood. His comments were condemned by the Palestinian Authority and Hamas and also drew criticism from the US and EU. The finance minister's comments come as the Muslim holy month of Ramadan is about to begin. Hadass Gold joins me now live from Jerusalem. So, Hadass, what more are you learning about this and, of course, reaction to what the minister had to say?
Yeah, Rosemary, these comments came on Sunday, so a few days ago, while Smotreitch was in Paris speaking at a memorial event for a well-known right-wing activist. He was also an executive of the World Zionist Organization. And essentially what Smotrich said was that he claims that the Palestinian identity, the idea of a Palestinian people, he claims was invented in the past century, specifically as a response to the Zionist movement, to the movement of Jewish people wanting to found the state of Israel, essentially arguing that there's no Palestinian culture or history or anything like that. And of course, this received very swift condemnation, not only from the Palestinian Authority, but also from the Europeans, from the Jordanians, Egyptians, the Emiratis. We're also hearing from the Americans who are speaking out against this. Actually, soon after that, John Kirby from the White House said that these sorts of comments do not help at all calm the tensions on the ground. And ironically, the same day that Smotrich was making these comments, members of the Israeli government were meeting with the Palestinian Authority alongside the Americans, Egyptians, and Jordanians in Sharm el-Sheikh for a unique summit, the second of these sorts of summits, as part of a bid to try and calm the situation on the ground. Of course, we've been in a sort of endless cycle of violence between Israelis and Palestinians, especially ahead of Ramadan, which is starting this week, and then the Passover holiday that's starting at the beginning of April. So while one part of the Israeli government was making efforts to calm the situation and specifically setting out a communique that talks about trying to tamp down on the rhetoric and things that could only exacerbate the situation, a high-ranking member of the Israeli government is doing the exact opposite. Now, another element that caused a firestorm was the fact that on the podium where Smotrich was speaking was what looked like to be an Israeli flag, with an image of, if you recognize it, it's an extended map of Israel that some fringe groups like to use, that also includes not only present-day Israel, but also Gaza, the occupied West Bank, and even parts of Jordan. And of course, Jordan and Israel have a peace treaty. They have diplomatic relations. So this caused quite a firestorm with the Jordanians. That caused Israeli National Security Advisor Tzachi Hanegbi to need to call the Jordanians and reassure them that Israel is committed to the peace treaty with Jordan. It just goes to show you sort of a bit of the chaos in the Israeli government right now, where you have one hand doing something else, making these statements, and on the other hand, you have an Israeli government trying to maintain these peace treaties and maintain this ongoing communication with the Palestinian Authority. Rosemary.
Hadass Gold joining us live from Jerusalem. Many thanks for that report.